Imagine this. You are walking alone at night, poor, hungry, and hopeless. Suddenly, a strange man appears in front of you and whispers, "Give me your shadow, and I will give you gold without end." What would you do? Would you laugh and say, "A shadow has no value"? Or would you think, "Why not? It's just a shadow"? Tonight, I will tell you the eerie tale of the man who sold his shadow, a story of greed, regret, and the price of losing yourself. Once upon a time, in a small forgotten village, lived a poor man named Salim. He owned nothing but a bag of old tools and dreams of wealth. Every day he wandered through markets, offering his work for a single coin. Some days he earned bread, other days he went hungry. Yet, despite his misery, Salim dreamed of more. He wanted silk clothes, a fine home, and respect from those who looked down on him. One cold night, as he walked alone through the marketplace, he felt a chilling wind at his back. A deep voice called, "Salim, Salim." He turned and saw a tall figure cloaked in black. The man's face was half hidden in shadow, the other half glowing with a strange light. "I know your wish," the stranger said. "You want gold. You want freedom from hunger." Salim trembled. "Who are you?" "I am the one who can give you what you desire, but nothing comes free." Salim frowned. "I have nothing to give you." The stranger smiled. "Oh, but you do. You have your shadow." Salim laughed. "My shadow? That is worthless. It follows me in the sun and disappears at night. What use is it?" "You are wrong," the stranger replied. "Your shadow is worth more than you can imagine. Give it to me, and I will give you a chest filled with gold." The stranger opened a box. Inside, golden coins glimmered like sunlight. Salim's eyes widened. His hunger, his poverty, his shame, all of it seemed to vanish in that moment. "Take my shadow," he said eagerly. "It is of no use to me." The man in black stepped forward, placed his foot on Salim's shadow, and in an instant, it vanished. Salim felt a strange emptiness deep inside him, but he ignored it. The stranger handed him the chest of gold and disappeared into the night. A new life. The next day, Salim returned to the village a rich man. He bought a grand house, fine clothes, and filled his rooms with treasures. The villagers were astonished. "How did poor Salim become so rich?" they whispered. At first, no one noticed, but soon children playing in the streets shouted, "Look, he has no shadow." The rumor spread. Merchants looked at him with suspicion. Some spat on the ground when he passed. Even his neighbors began closing their doors. At night, Salim sat in his luxurious house, unable to sleep. He would hear whispers in the dark. "Where is your shadow, Salim? Where is your soul?" The curse of the shadowless. Days turned into weeks. Wherever he went, people avoided him. No one wanted to sit at his table. No one trusted him. When Salim asked for marriage, families refused. "How can we give our daughter to a man without a shadow? Such a man cannot be trusted." He was rich in gold, but poor in spirit. His wealth brought him no joy. One night, in despair, he whispered to himself, "I would give all this gold just to have my shadow back." The journey. Salim began searching for the stranger. He traveled across deserts, mountains, and distant towns. He asked scholars, mystics, and old wise men. One wise sage told him, "The shadow is not just darkness. It is a reflection of your soul. A man without his shadow is like a body without life." Finally, in a distant city, Salim heard rumors of a palace where the man in black collected shadows. It was said that no sunlight touched its walls. Salim journeyed for many days until he reached the Black Palace. He knocked on the heavy door. A servant opened and sneered, "What do you want?" "I want my shadow back," Salim demanded. Laughter echoed inside. The stranger appeared, eyes glowing in the darkness. "You again," he said. "You made your choice. You wanted gold. You gave me what was priceless." Salim fell to his knees. Take your gold. Give me back my shadow." The man in black shook his head. "Shadows cannot be returned. Once lost, they belong to me forever." Salim screamed in despair, but the palace gates slammed shut, and he was left outside, weeping in the cold night. Salim returned to his village, but nothing changed. The people still feared him. His house, filled with treasures, became a prison. He lived in loneliness, with no friend, no family, and no peace. Years later, when he died, the villagers buried him far from their homes. They whispered, "A man without a shadow is no man at all." And so, dear friends, the story of the man who sold his shadow teaches us this. Some things we think are worthless are more precious than gold. We may be poor in wealth, but losing a part of ourselves for riches is the greatest poverty of all. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, so you never miss another tale full of mystery and meaning.